there was of course Cameron going back and forth with Melissa Ford, and of course for people who may not be familiar, Melissa Ford is on Joe Budden podcast now, and I'm sure if you don't know, if you're older of a certain age, you at least remember Melissa Ford from her.
Jeez, what?
From her, but just real quick though. But even when we get into it though, because and I can be biased because this is my real friend. When we talk about the video vixen girls, y'all already know Lola is my girl, and that's just so I don't get the super Melissa Ford like, oh, they be like, oh, is she still Melissa Ford? Or she am like, oh, she wasn't Lola. The fuck y'all talking about?
But Lola was after that.
Nah, I feel like they was the same time.
Hell no. Mystical Shake It Fast, that was way before Kanye was.
Okay, so you're absolutely right. So when you're saying she was out before her run, maybe before, but we're talking about when people actually start to know these people's names. Lola kind of was at the head of we know these girls' names.
Yeah, but I think
with the Buffy the Baddies and all that. You know what I'm saying?
But I think even for Lola, it was more because we're from this area.
She was in all the big videos, and she was the only girl in them videos. That's when they started to slim it down, where it was like the video vixen was the key person.
But that was like after the Buffy and all them run. That was, like I said, I just feel like that was a whole different era. So I'm like, for that era, yes, she was a milestone for that era where we came into the bodies, having an ass or whatever. But I'm talking about like for Melissa Ford, we went from like the 2 Live Crew situations where, all right, now, damn, okay, they got
So what I'm saying is, I think it is. You're right. I'm not disagreeing with
different
you, but they're different eras. But I think that Lola's era was, I'm almost the only girl in this video.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that's why I say I feel because
so she kind of pushed out because Melissa Ford was okay. Let's say Melissa Ford was Melissa Ford when it was a group of them, when it was a bunch of girls in the video.
No, because she's talked about it before, but she said they kind of got X'd out when they started using more strippers and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the stripper came with the popular name already.
They had the body and whatever the case may be. So you really didn't need a video vixen who's just there to look pretty and stand around.
Hey, because a lot of them girls didn't have, but that's what I'm saying. If you weren't in the industry, I feel like a lot of people didn't know who these women were. Like you wasn't familiar. Like you've heard some of these names because they have done interviews before, but like the Gloria Valens, all them older women who was in that run with Melissa Ford. Yeah. I don't think necessarily when we were kids and you watching like the Knock Yourself Out video or like you said the Mystical, we didn't know who these people was. But you talking about that group of them girls where you start to know their name because that was MySpace. So Lola was the girl of, hey, I'm the video vixen with the popular MySpace page. And shout out to Lola for always keeping me in that top 5. I'm going to forever be grateful for that because my MySpace page was lit for being in that goddamn top 5. So, but I'm saying, but every big magazine, Lola was on them Jones, King magazine, whatever magazines at that time, even Complex. She was even on a Complex Jones. So that's my whole point. Like, dog, Lola was just that push of like when we talk about you got to know the people's name. I'm not even just being biased. Of course, I'm a little bit biased because I actually got to see that hands on and watch that process go. But I'm just still saying she was the forefront of the social media video vixen where, hey, Kanye West and 50 Cent going back and forth. I'm in both of their videos and I'm the only girl in this video.
Yeah, it wasn't that was more of that was a new era. Yeah, I get it. I definitely.
Yeah, so like I said, we kind of, that was a little, y'all know we kind of get sidetracked all the time, but we got to play this Cameron and Mase back and forth. Mase don't be on social media because I ain't seen Mase ain't respond. Or if it ain't on their show, Mase ain't really talking about nothing. But Cameron had this time where he went on his Instagram live, and we're gonna play the clips. But I guess realistically, it started just to give y'all a backstory so you can kind of know what these clips is. It was a story from Cam and Mase podcast, and they was talking about basically getting a woman from out of a brothel or a whorehouse, whatever you want to call it. And they was basically saying they ran a train on her. And then Melissa Ford, when they replayed the thing, and then she threw in just a wild allegation on like, oh, what if the girl was young today, was whatever case may be. And in that time frame, they was like, it was 1992 or something like that. They was kids. They was like 15, 16 years old. They was like, bro, you just try to throw in a wild allegation on some kids, basically. Like you took that too far. So then of course they got upset because in Cameron mind was like, no, this your network, this your podcast. You could have took this out. This clip ain't never even had to go nowhere. We should have never even heard that take. And a lot of people on social media felt that way. And a lot of people like, no, and of course, we're just gonna play it real quick.
Still Mel Ford at the end of the day. You niggas be on Instagram liking the bad escorts, going crazy, the cheap ones. Bitches be 50 and 500 pounds. You niggas in the comments writing shit. Stop playing with niggas up here. Honestly, I observed. I'm trying to be cool because niggas got relationships. But enough now. I stand with Mel on all fronts.
During one of our shows, I was talking about how me and Mace in the 90s, so I was talking about the actual year I was talking about was 1992. We was in a whorehouse. And we just laughing, having fun. And we saying, whatever, we was in the whorehouse. Mace, Mace don't always give me permission to talk about our old stories because, he's a man of God and he got other shit going on, but he remembers his past sometimes, so sometimes he's letting me talk. Anyway, I'm talking about this time we in the whorehouse and all that shit. Talking about we slid a bitch, all this shit. Cool, whatever. I see a clip where on Joe Budden's podcast where Melissa Ford is talking about, it might have been underage girls in there. First of all, I only like older bitches. During one of our shows, it was 1990 on our show.
Some niggas clearly went to a whorehouse and took somebody up out of there.
Says them. And
that's who told the story.
But
that's who told the story.
I get that.
So of course it says them. Who else
is there a distinct possibility that there may have been underage girls in that whorehouse? Come on now.
That's crazy. I don't know what you're doing. That's disgusting what you're doing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What are you doing?
Okay. Not gonna land that plane. Just
that plane should have never even took
That's
off.
not a plane. That's not. It's not even wings on that bitch. No pilot.
No nothing.
No cockpit. What are you doing?
Not even a drone.
Okay, so realistically, of course, social media, a lot of people had opinions on that. A lot of dudes was upset and was just like, even that clip when I played with Joe saying he's staying with her, whatever the case may be. And then, of course, Cameron made a joke of it when he tried to like say, oh, yeah, I know y'all like whatever cheap escorts or whatever. Okay, so Joe was like, Cam clapped back to Joe was like, oh, shit. So basically, you just told her she an escort. So what's her price? Since that's the case, and that went back because Cameron said he said it was allegedly a story floating around that Ice-T paid $2,000 to crack. He hit her in the bathroom somewhere. So it's just like, again, like I said, everybody got prices. The prices are different to move around with their principles and moral situation. A lot of people pick and choose where they have principles and morals at.
Fact.
But I say, and the crazy thing, I seen other podcasters say, and podcasters who are like, have bigger podcasts, and they were like, they not mad at Joe for not taking it out because you don't want to feel like you are muting your co-host's voice. You want them to be comfortable to say whatever, because if you give your take,
and it was kind of like in the middle of
a conversation. But but let's be clear. The same way people know how to edit to make these clips sound crazy, you could edit and take it out where you wouldn't even know that part was taken out.
I think that probably would have been noticeable because, like I said, we played.
You know how many episodes I be listening to and I don't even know that she there sometimes. Because I'm not watching it on YouTube, I'd be like, dang, I didn't even know she was there.
Right. It'd be a difference. But I'm saying, but when you sit here, you're playing that part. It's like, all right, we played this clip. She's talking, they talking, she talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just like she just came out limp.
Okay, so okay, it's cool what you saying, but then people were saying, well, you didn't put out a whole episode because of the Diddy situation. Yeah. So if you could sit here, so basically because you don't feel like you're not scared of Cameron,
you didn't value it.
You don't value your relationship with Cameron the same way you value your relationship with Diddy, or your fear for Diddy. So you didn't feel like,
you didn't think they was going to take it.
No, you knew how they was going to take it, because that's a wild allegation to throw on somebody. Like, that's just a wild hypothetical to even put on somebody, dog. Especially because I think they literally was the very next week after the Diddy thing.
And I understand that, but what's conveniently known for brothels and stuff like that is to. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You're not thinking, but you're not. That's what I'm saying. But I know I hear what you're saying. But I'm just saying, okay, she probably thinking in the mind frame like when niggas go to the brothel house, I'm pretty sure they're not.
You're not eyeing. What you saying? You're not what?
They're not. They're most of the time they're underage.
No, how?
No, I'm saying underage to the people that's there. Not saying necessarily saying that
that's not a thing though. Like, no, I've been to a massage parlor in Vegas. Yes, you got to be 21 to get in there. So who you never want to think somebody younger to work in there? You got to be 21 to even get in here. Why in my brain am I thinking there's gonna be young people in there? If I go to a strip club, I'm not thinking, if I got to be 18 to get in here, why am I gonna think the people who are working there are gonna be younger than that?
Okay.
Like what? That don't make no sense. You can't sit here and tell me like this is